Hi, my name is Ramsha Batul and I'm gonna start the presentation and demonstration for electronic can crusher on behalf of Team Can Smash. Every year, almost 1 million cans end up in garbage and they take a lot of space. As you can see here, how much space these cans are taking. So before we recycle them, we can crush them up to 80 to 70% so that they will take less space in the garbage, which will eventually help in waste management and in recycling. Now I'm going to tell you about my team and this project. I'm from EST Embedded Systems Development and we are a team of 4 people who have worked on the electronic part of this project, and we collaborated with AMD team Applied Mechanical Design who worked on the mechanical design of this project to build a mechanical prototype as you can see here. So this is our Professor Talbot project and we completed this project with the help of our project manager and Professor Brent Matthews and with the help of our lab professor Abdul Majid. And the team members who have worked in this project on electronic part are me, Ramsha Batul, Christina Francis, Jaya Krishna, and Sai Kaushik. Our prototype is an electronic can crusher, which is a very safe and user-friendly can crusher, as it has one push button operation, which is press and hold. And our can crusher can crush the cans up to 70 to 80% of their volume. And we can crush the cans up to the medium-sized cans, which is this size, and to the largest can, which is 710 ml. Now I'm going to invite my team member from AMD, Sai Bhanu, to come here and explain the mechanical part of this project.
Good day everyone, I'm Sai Bhanuteja from Applied Mechanical Design, and I'm here with collaborating with ESG team to work on Can Smash. Along with me I have Purul Patel, Chainik Patel and Mohsin Bhai working on the mechanical supports for all these electrical components. First, I want to go and do a test run to check the performance of the Can Smash. I'm going to use this 300 ml can and I'm going to place this inside the can base. Now I'm going to check how it's going to be crushed. As you can see, the piston is moving forward and there it went. As you can see here, it serves its purpose. So further, I want to go ahead and explain you about the parts, the mechanical components that we used here to support for the electrical actuator. I would like to address first the can base. This is the main part that accommodates the cans. So as you can see, this can base accommodates different sizes from 300 ml up to 700 ml. And it has a slot that helps like for the crushed can to fall down. And this can base is mounted on a wooden base and it is bolted on all the sides using M10 bolts. And we have 2 platforms for the sensors, and you can see here the profile of the can base is made matching to the profile of the can, and as you can see here there's a groove that was made here to for the spillage to drop out and fall down from the hole. So now I want my teammate Purval Kumar to explain the remaining mechanical support components.
Myself, Purval Patel, team member of Can Smash, will take over the rest of the mechanical design, mechanical part. Starting with the piston head, as you can see, we have designed our piston head in such a way that it will easily accommodate inside the can base. The front face of the piston head is designed to equally distribute the force over the can end. As we can see, it will equally distribute the force. Now moving forward to the center holder, it is designed in such a way that it will accommodate the actuator shape and it will resist the back force created by the actuator while the machine is crushing the can. We have fastened this center holder on the wooden platform with the help of fasteners. Our next part is actuator base. It is designed in such a way that it will resist the back force created while crushing the can. The rear part of the actuator base will lock any unwanted movement which might create while the crushing.
So that explains the mechanical support given to the ESG team and all the components that are fastened to this wooden board. Further, to explain the electrical parts, ESG team is going to take over.
Oh my god, Chris! Look at your cans. They're taking a lot of space in your garbage bin.
Really? I was
Yeah.
thinking the same. So do we have a solution?
Yeah, why don't we just crush them with our Can Smash electronic can crusher?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's do it.
try.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, I am Christina Francis. Today I am going to explain you working of our electronic can crusher. Let's try with some cans from the trash bag. I got a 355 ml can. So here is our electronic can crusher. It's initially in the steady position and it's ready condition. You can see in the display it's ready to crush, and this is a single button operation device. Initially I will place my can in the crushing zone. So if I press the button, it will start crushing and it will show forward direction. If I remove it, it will come back, and you can see the count was 0. I will show you again. The count is initially 0. If I leave the button, it will go back the piston. So it for safety features. So I am starting to crush the can. So I am holding the button and the piston going forward direction. It is indicated in the LCD. So the crushed can go into the bin and the piston coming back. It's showing count 1 and it's in the reverse direction. So this is the working of our electronic can crusher. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jay Krishna, and today I'll be explaining about the reason for choice of components in our electronic can crusher. So normally while crushing a can, it requires a lot of force to crush in the beginning, and as we crush it, as we progress, it requires very less amount of force. So while we were choosing the parts for our project, we came up with a lot of other designs as well, like using of motors, but it's too complicated and it has lots of moving parts and it can fail at any point of time. But we chose a linear actuator because it is much simple and reliable, and it is very compact with less number of moving parts. The linear actuator that we have used here is its model number is PA03 from Progressive Automations. It has a operating voltage of around 12 volts and it consumes current of around 2 to 9 amperes. So at no load it consumes like 0 amperes, and at max it consumes around 9 amperes. The stroke of the linear actuator is around 10 inches and it can offer a force of around 90 kilograms. After the linear actuator comes the motor driver. The motor driver is MD13S model, and it can give voltage of around up to 30 volts, and it can supply a current of up to 13 amps. So the maximum current that the linear actuator needs is around 9 amps, and this thing can deliver around 13 amps. So it's a good component that will support linear actuator. So we have used a switch here to control that this case that I've been talking about. So normally it's in off state. The linear actuator is not powered. It doesn't have any voltage on it. And when you press the button, it moves forward. And the next part I'll be explaining about is LDR sensor. So now you can see the LDR sensor here, and the light always falls on the LDR sensor, and you can see the indication over here. So normally when a can falls into the container, the light is interrupted. So you can see the indication here again. So this is how it is working. Okay, so now I'm going to explain how the number of crush cans are being counted using an LDR sensor, and I'm going to use a can to demonstrate that. So I'm placing the can in the can bay area, and the light is being interrupted, and you can see the indication over here. And I'm going to press the button now, and the count is 0. And the can is being crushed. The light is still interrupted. When I let go, the light falls back, and you can see the count as 1. And okay, so now I'll be explaining about the spillage that occurs while crushing the can. So while crushing this can, if a spillage occurs and if it falls on the, it will not fall on the sensor, because the sensor and the laser diode is placed outside the can bay area. So both sensors is safe from the spillage. Now moving on to the linear actuator. Suppose if there is a spillage that happens on the linear actuator, nothing will happen because it is IP43 rated, which means it's water resistant. So the device is safe.
Yes, focus down.
Audio Jungle.
Wow, after you crush the cans, they're taking very less space in the garbage can.
So nice. Wow.
It works great. We recommend Can Smash.
Thank you for watching our video. We recommend Can Smash.